You're not broken. You're just stuck in a loop that your mind thinks is protection. Overthinking isn't insight. It's fear in disguise. It's your mind rehearsing every failure before it even happens and calling it preparation. But here's the truth. The Stoics didn't win because they figured everything out. They won because they trained themselves to act despite uncertainty. Marcus Aurelius didn't wait until every variable made sense. He moved with clarity, not certainty. And if you want to stop overthinking, you don't need more thinking. You need a new response mechanism. You need a Stoic filter that separates thoughts worth acting on from the noise trying to trap you. What if I told you most of what you're analyzing doesn't deserve your attention? That clarity doesn't come from control, but from courage. The Stoics believed your mind is like a garden. What you don't weed out will take over. Overthinking is mental clutter disguised as intelligence. It's what happens when you fear mistakes more than you value movement. And ironically, the more you think, the more confused you become. Not because you lack answers, but because you never chose to commit to one. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Not overthink what might happen, but do. Not play out 50 what-ifs, but take the next step. Stoics weren't reckless, they were decisive. They cut through the fog of doubt with the blade of action. Because when you take a step forward, reality responds. And suddenly the fear in your head gets replaced with progress in the real world. Still feel stuck in your head? Here's what Stoics did differently. They treated thinking like a tool, not a throne. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who watches them. And when a thought leads nowhere, it's not wisdom, it's a trap. The mind's job is to serve, not rule. The fix? Interrupt the loop. Create rituals that bring you back to the present. Journaling for clarity, walking without your phone, or asking this one question when a thought keeps repeating. Is this useful, or is this just noise? You already know what you need to do. You're just letting the fear of doing it hide behind logic. If this hit something deep, don't just scroll. Subscribe now and hit the bell, because this mindset is just getting started, and we're going far. The Stoic fix isn't to think less, it's to think better, purposefully, briefly, and then act. Most people believe overthinking is a personality trait. It's not. It's a habit. One trained by avoidance, reinforced by fear, and disguised as preparation. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Overthinking is self-inflicted suffering. You make a prison out of possibilities. But the Stoic doesn't debate with fear. He moves through it. And each step he takes, fear loses ground. Want to reclaim peace? Don't wait for your thoughts to be perfect. Choose clarity over control. Choose presence over perfection. Here's the Stoic checklist to break the overthinking cycle. 1. Label the thought, fear, or fact. 2. Ask, does this require action, or is it just noise? 3. Choose one clear next step. No perfection, just motion. 4. Reflect only after acting, not before. 5. Cut your thinking window. Set a limit, 10 minutes max, then move. The secret isn't to kill thought, it's to give it a job. Otherwise, it gives you 24/7 anxiety. Because a calm mind isn't thoughtless. It's directed. You don't need 1,000 thoughts. You need one aligned thought, followed by brave action. Stillness isn't the absence of thought, it's control of attention. The Stoic doesn't panic at the presence of fear, he filters it. He doesn't run from uncertainty, he moves despite it. And that's where real power lives, in stillness with direction. So next time your mind starts spiraling, ask, what would Marcus do? He wouldn't chase the thought, he'd challenge it. He'd bring it to the arena of reason, test it, and if it failed, discard it. Here's a question to leave you with. If your thoughts were a friend, would you trust their advice or finally stop listening? Because silence doesn't mean you've lost. It means you've started listening to the only voice that matters, your own.